guys, so this is the look that I'm going to be doing today. This is a really pretty glamorous look. Main focus is of course on the lips, and I'm just going to zoom in so you can have a better look. So super neutral on the eyes. We've got a little bit of shimmer happening on the inner corners of the eye, and our highlight of course, and then I've also added false lashes for a bit of extra drama. But in general, kept the eyes pretty light, really thin liner. So the main focus is on the lip. So if you guys want to see how to get this look, just stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy it. So first up is our foundation, and today I'm using the Makeup Forever HD foundation in number 115. I'm just going to define my brows using an angled brush, and this is the color Espresso from M.A.C. And I'm just starting at the bottom. And once I've finished that, I'm just going to use a eyebrow brush and just brush that through so it looks more natural. And then moving on to the eyes, I'm going to first prime my eyelid. I'm using the Stay Don't Stray eyelid primer from Benefit. And I'm just going to apply this with my finger. So I'm applying this all over the lid and blending it out, all the way up to the brow bone. And then I'm also going to apply a little bit on the bottom because we're also going to be putting eyeshadow there. So now that we've primed the eyes, the base color I'm going to be using is by Benefit. It's called Call My Bluff, and it's just a slight satin finish nude color. And I just kind of want to set that eye base that I applied. And next, I'm using Wedge by M.A.C. And I'm just going to apply that into my crease. And then I'm just kind of bringing it down in a V shape towards the lash line. And I'm just building up the color. And I'm just going to slightly deepen that color with a darker brown. This is Espresso, same one that I used for my eyebrows. And we're just going to work in the same sort of shape, starting right at the crease and then bringing it down. And then using the same color Espresso on an angled brush, I'm just going to take some of that color down the bottom. Just about a third of the way in. And I'm also going to apply a pigment. This is by Makeup Forever, and this is a really pretty color. This is the 90940, and this is what it looks like. And the color, it looks white in the jar, but when you put it on, it kind of shines more of a gold tone, so it's really pretty. I love using this for sort of like a glowy highlight on the cheeks as well. So I'm just going to apply that on the inner third of the eyelid. And I'm also going to use it as my highlight as well, just under the brow bone. So I've gone ahead and applied some false lashes. This is totally optional, I just felt like putting them on today. But these ones are the 806 from Quo. These are one of my favorites. I find that they're dramatic enough but still fairly natural. So the highlight I'm using is actually done by an indie company called Fyrinnae. And I just got a sample size and it looks like this. And this particular color is called Polar Bear. And they're not actually a mineral eyeshadow, or they don't claim to be. They're a loose eyeshadow, but I love these because they change in the light. So you put a color on and then you see it in the sunlight and it just kind of changes the color, or you can apply them wet or dry. So I just find them really fun. So I'm just going to apply that right in the tear duct here, just to bring in some extra light. Just like that. And then now that the glue is dry on the lashes, I want to just go over them with a eyeliner so that you don't see the glue. And I'm just using the Ultra Black Club Liner from Bourjois. And this one's just got a really nice tiny brush. So I find it really nice for application or when you're going over the lash line. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this over the lash line just to hide the glue. So next I'm just going to apply my concealer, and I am using the Mercier Secret Camouflage Concealer in the number 3. And this is what it looks like on the inside. So it's got more of a orange color, and then it's got your lighter color here. So the orange is going to help cover any of the dark circles. And I really love this concealer because it's super creamy and I find it gives really great coverage and it's easy to blend. So I'm just going to take that underneath the eye and I'm just going to blend it down. And I'm also taking it over the corner of the eye here, which helps give the eye some lift and get rid of any redness that we usually get on the corner of the eye. And then I'm also just going to cover up any redness around the nose, or any other imperfections that you need to cover. And the concealer brush that I'm using, by the way, is the Mint Brush number 12, and this is done by Iman, who has a ton of makeup videos on YouTube. She's a really great makeup artist. I've actually had the chance of taking one of her classes. I took the freelance career and development class with the program that I took, and she was teaching that one-day class, and I love her videos and her brushes. So I'm finished with my concealer there, and I'm just going to go ahead and set that with my Smashbox Halo Powder so it doesn't move. I tend to like to do concealer after the eyeshadow because I find if you do it first, if there's any fallout from the shadow, it tends to just stick to the under eye area, and then you end up having to remove it anyways. So that's just what I find easiest, but you can do it whatever way you like. And for the for bronzer, I'm going to be using the Nars Laguna, and I'm just going to slightly contour my cheeks. Just so that the face isn't so flat. And then for blush, I wanted to go with more of a peachy tone to really complement the colors. So I am using Peaches by M.A.C. Really, really pretty peachy coral tone. I also wanted to go back into that really pretty pigment from Makeup Forever that we used on the eyelid and also as a highlight underneath the eye. And I'm just going to take a tiny bit of that on my, my brush that I just used for the blush. Just tap it off, and I'm just going to sweep that just above the blush as a highlight and also down the nose. So that just reflects really beautifully in the light. Now moving on to lips, I already have some Burt's Bees lip conditioner on, and I'm going to go in to actually two colors from the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick, and this is what they look like. I am using the color Aria and Fiore. Aria is quite a dark color when you put it on. It's kind of that really deep berry lip, but I just wanted to lighten it a tiny bit with the Fiore. This lipstick's really great, especially if you like a matte lipstick that stays all day. They really do last a long time, especially if you do a couple of layers of it. But they also look great if you put a gloss over top as well, if you don't want to have super matte lipstick. So they just look like that when it comes out of the tube. And I'm just going to go ahead and mix those colors together. I'm using the Makeup Forever Lip Brush 5N. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply that on the lips. And this color, they dry very fast, which I love because you can get that nice perfect shape without worrying about it feathering right away. or anything like that. And I'm just going to actually go over the edges with a little bit of the same concealer that I used on the under eye just to really clean it up.